That's right, under $200,000. You will not believe the prices today. I'm gonna show you one of the most affordable homes that I've ever shown you on this channel. And the best part about it are the incentives. You have fixed rates at 3.99%. Unreal, guys. They cover your closing costs, appliances, you name it. But also, most important, I'm gonna share with you the truth. What are the things that you need to consider when it comes to these homes and these affordable prices? Some of the things that you need to keep in mind and some of the things that a lot of people don't talk about. So stay tuned for that as well. But, oh, wait. I'm not gonna show you this one yet. Let's go to the first one right now. First, we're gonna start out with this 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, plus a game room, guys, around 2,300 square feet. And you will not believe the price. I'll give it to you at the end of the tour. Let's go. All right, on this first stop, again, you will not believe the price for what you get. Check this out. Now, one of the things that I really like about this floor plan, you know, it's a 2-story home. Like I mentioned, 4 bedrooms plus a game room, 3 full bath, but the dining room is kind of separate from the living room, but it's still very open to everybody. So you can see everybody, which I know open floor concepts are still very, very popular right now. So, but you still get that, but at the same time, you get that division of space, right? Which is nice. And then the kitchen, nice size kitchen. And then you get a nice size pantry as well, which is very key for us foodies out there that we love to eat. Now, remember, you will not believe the prices that I'm gonna show you today, all under $400,000 and then options under $300,000. And of course, I'm gonna share to you some of the realities that you should expect with these price points and these locations. And if this is your price point, you know what to do. Shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom on this QR code and we can help you through this process, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. If you call me, really quickly, if you call me and I don't answer because we get a lot of spam calls, please leave me a message or send me a follow-up text. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, as we make our way into the master, I mean, check out this master, it's huge. There's a giant bed frame. That looks like a boat. You could sail with that thing. So plenty of space. That is a king size bed or a boat, 2 nightstands, a dresser, even a chair. You can fit a chair here for reading. So really, really nice. Now, one of the things that I like about this builder, and I'll be sharing more about the incentives that they offer that are pretty consistent, but they always put a walk-in shower in your master, which is nice, right? I mean, personally, I don't like a tub. I know that tubs are essential, especially when you have little kids, so you can give them a bath, but typically the other secondary bathrooms will have that, so. And here comes the first test of the day. Would your wife approve of this space or not? That is the question. Oh, well, look at this. You know what? This is definitely a Costco space or more purses and shoes for you ladies out there. But this definitely passes the wifey test. First test of the day. All right. We make our way back to the other bedroom down. We have a full bath here. So a nice option to have a full bath. Laundry room down. So typically when you have the master, wherever you have the master bedroom, you will have the laundry room. So again, 1 full bath with a linen closet. And then across the hallway, you have a full bedroom, which is nice to have. I mean, right now they have it set up as an office, but this could definitely be a guest room or one of the rooms for one of the kids, maybe the older kid. If you have a teenager, you know that they want to be alone a lot of the times. and have their own space. All right, up next, we will go upstairs. This is my other favorite part of this floor plan, is this game room. Super spacious game room for the kids. For you guys, if it's just the two of you and you want to have a movie room up here, it's a really nice space to have. And again, for the price, I'll share it with you here at the end. I mean, it's nice. So now we're gonna have two more bedrooms here. Let me show you this one first. Oh, nice. So this is a local high school where your kid would be attending to, Johnson High School. And then let me show you the size of the closet. So it's definitely a walk-in closet. Nice. Always like it when they put a walk-in closet in the secondary bedrooms. And then we have another bedroom, nice size as well. I'm telling you guys, like the value, and let me show you this other. The value down here is, I think, is unmatched. And a lot of people don't talk about this area and what you can get in this area. I'm just showing you the bathroom real quick. So full bathroom, and another linen closet here. But the value is unmatched in here in the Buda and Kyle area. I mean, the fact that you can get this house, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, plus a game room for this price is just insane to me. And so this is definitely something to keep in mind, an area that you should keep in mind, especially if this is your first home. And let's say that you're coming, let's say from California, which we have helped a lot of families from California because they reach out to the email or they send me a text or they schedule a Zoom, and they also see the value. The fact that you can go from paying $4,500 a month in rent in California, which I think it's insane for a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom, and then you can come here and get a 4 bedroom plus a game room, plus a media room, and your payment is around $3,200 a month. That's insane. That is a family that we helped that reached out here on YouTube, just like you. They found me here just like you did, and we got them into a brand new home 2 months ago. That could be you as well, but you have to reach out and we can help you through that process. All right, let's talk about the price next. All right, when it comes to the price, I'm gonna be giving you the price after each home. That way you're not waiting till the end. But yeah, guys, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, plus a game room, a little bit under 2,300 square feet. Unreal value, $359,000. Let me say that again, $359,000. You cannot find something like that. Obviously not in Austin, but this is one of the best areas to find that type of price point. And you get really nice finishes. I mean, you get a stone countertop, right? You get really nice flooring, super, super durable luxury vinyl plank, and then other features here and there, but the value is unreal. And here's the best part, guys, that a lot of people are not talking about. Again, like I always say, listen up, the time to buy is your time when you're ready. But what I'm here to do is present you the facts, right? What is happening in the market right now? Right now in the Austin area, it is a buyer's market, no doubt. You guys have more leverage, you have more power. So what does that mean? It means that you can lock in this series, so this nicer series, if you're a first-time home buyer, or if you're a veteran, FHA loan or USDA loan, meaning government-backed loans, which as a first-time home buyer, you can qualify for that, or if you're a veteran in the military, you can qualify for that. You have a fixed 3.99% interest rate for 30 years. 3.99% interest rate fixed. Again, unreal. Most of your closing costs are gonna be covered, so really the only thing that you have to bring to the table is the down payment, and then I know that I can negotiate other things for you. So again, an amazing opportunity right now in today's market if you're ready to take that next step. And then remember, up next, I'm gonna bring you homes under $300,000. You do not wanna miss this. Stay tuned. Well, as you can see, I got interrupted because a lot of traffic and a lot of people are interested in these homes because of these prices that you can get. And yes, like I was saying at the end of that video, the 3.99% that you can lock in fixed for 30 years is unreal. Fixed. There's no changing it. It is fixed for 30 years. That could be a change of about $800 in your payment compared to the market rate. So this is what I'm gonna show you next. Stay tuned for that price because you will not believe it. Let's go. All right, second stop. As soon as we come in, that would be the entrance to your garage. And then I'll come back to that, but let me show you the kitchen, which is, again, for us foodies out there, that's the most important. Nice size kitchen. And I'll share with you some of the differences. But again, in this price point, which you will not believe, already included the fridge. And I would bet some money that the washer and dryer are here. So essentially you don't have to worry about buying that, which is unreal. I'll show you the laundry room here in a second. So let's continue. Nice space, more of that shotgun look, right? But I mean, plenty of space for this size and for this price. This would be your living room. Your TV more than likely would go here. Then you would have a couch here, and then plenty of space for a dining room table here. Perfect. A single individual or just a young couple getting started, this is nice space. Okay, let's check out the master. Nice size. You can definitely fit a king size bed here with 2 tables on either side. And again, a walk-in shower with this builder. Now, obviously the glass is not there in the door, but that's coming as they're finishing the build. 1 sink, okay, so you don't get 2 sinks, but 1 sink. So fellas, we know who the sink is for. It's for her, so you're just gonna have to get used to it. And then, or ladies, you have to deal with his mess. And then we have the second test of the day. So, man, I don't know. You tell me. I think for the price that I'm gonna share with you, I think that definitely passes the wifey test. We'll give it a thumbs up. And then as we make our way to the other bedrooms, I wanted to share with you also with these homes, which is unreal to think about. Sod is included, so meaning the grass, which you'd be like, how is the grass not included? But sometimes it's not. That's included, and then you get a sprinkler system included with your house. Unreal, you don't have to worry about watering the grass yourself. It's already included with the house. And that is very important when it comes to maintaining the foundation as well. Especially here in Texas and on this side of town. So again, a ton of value for the price. So let's go back and let me show you. A lot of these I'm gonna show you a lot quicker than the other ones. So that would be the pantry. A little bit on the small side, but again, you're getting an unreal price for this. Secondary bedrooms. This could easily be plenty of space for a baby or a toddler. And then you have a closet, standard size closet. And then let me show you the bathroom. Nice standard size bathroom. I cannot talk today, guys. And then another bedroom. So 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I didn't share with you at the beginning. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,300 square feet. And then let me show you, because I wanted to show you the garage. Coat closet, not the garage, but the laundry room to make sure that washer and dryer included. This is usually about $1,000 or maybe 1,200. No, it's more like 1,400 bucks right here. Maybe a little less. It depends if you find them on sale. And you get a 2-car garage included. Now, not finished. So as you can see, it's not finished, but you can easily paint this. Garage door opener, that's usually not included. So again, a ton of value, guys. And I'll share with you guys a story. My fiance that bought her first home, her very first home, was this almost the same exact square footage as this one. I think hers was 1,260 and this is 1,280. So right around the same square footage. She loved the house, very cozy. It was plenty of space for her. It gave her the ability to get going and become an owner and stop paying rent. Well, guess what? We recently sold it and we used some of that money to put it onto our next house where we're gonna have our kids and those kind, and where we're gonna grow into. But that is the beauty of buying that first house, right? However you can do it, waiting, let's say 5, 7, 10 years, and then using that money to move it on to the next home. So if you're a first-time home buyer, and again, I know I keep saying it, but the time to buy is your time, nobody else's. But if you're ready to buy and you want to stop paying rent, and this is around your budget, because I'm about to share with you the price. The price of this home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1280 square feet, unreal. It is $241,000, guys. $241,000. You get a yard, you get a sprinkler system, you get a fence, you get a fridge, a washer and dryer. It's basically move-in ready. You also get incentives. You get a 4.75% interest rate fixed. Unreal. And what else do you get? You get closing costs also with the house, so you don't really have to bring any money to the table except for your down payment. And if you need down payment assistance, they have those programs too. So again, we know that affordability has become an issue, especially in the last 3 to 4 years, but there are opportunities out there if you're ready. You can do this as a first-time home buyer, and you know what to do. Reach out to the number, the email, or schedule that Zoom, and we can help you find something like this. Now, if you're like, Julio, this is a little bit too small for me. How about maybe, 1,500 square feet, 1,600 square feet? Well, I got you. What I'm gonna show you next will be around 1,400 to 1,500 square feet. So let's go there next. Okay, so if you need something a little bit bigger, 4 bedrooms, around 1,500 square feet, well, I got you. Here we go. Again, guys, full sod, meaning full grass. You get a couple of bushes here, really nice landscape, full sprinkler system. Now, if you're wondering if this is wood, this is not wood. This is a concrete fiber product, which means it won't rot. I get that question all the time. Well, these are made out of wood. They're gonna rot. No, they won't. And as you can see, well, you can't see it, but this is called a hardy plank fiber type product, which is a lot more durable. Okay, we continue. 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. Same style, but it feels much, much bigger. 1,472 square feet, so essentially 1,500 square feet. Feels way, way bigger. So you can definitely put a bigger couch here. And then a dining room table, of course, but a lot more space than the other house. The kitchen is the same, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm gonna share with you a little bit difference on the product itself. So let me go show you the master first, and then we'll come back. Okay, so a little bit same size bedroom, I believe. So I think a lot of the space, they put it in the living area, which is nice, especially if you like to host. This bathroom definitely feels a little bit bigger. Again, there will be a door there with, what's up guys? And then we have oh wow. Wow. So this is the third Wi-Fi test of the day, and this definitely passes the Wi-Fi test. So it's deep on this side, so you can definitely fit a lot of clothes here, and then it comes this way. So definitely plenty of space, and you can always add a door here. If you're like, it doesn't have a door, that's not an issue. That's an easy fix or an easy addition. Backyard, let me give you a sneak peek, or we can go out there later. Plenty of space, and then that fence that you see, that's a stone fence that is maintained by the HOA, which I'm about to share with you the cost of that and the tax rate. But yeah, this feels a lot. So I think they put a lot of the square footage here in the living space. Let me show you the rest of the bedrooms quickly because it's about the same. laundry room here, and then a full bath here. And that would be, again, 2-car garage. Two-car garage, unfinished. Again, you can easily paint that with the garage door opener included. So these are usually around 700 bucks. That's included. Tankless water heater, guys. In this price point, that's unreal. Really nice technology, the tankless water heater. And then of course, I'm gonna share with you the price. This would just be a coat closet. Oh no, linen closet. Wow. So 3 bedrooms over here on this side of the house for the kids, or an office, potentially a couple offices if it's just a, wow, and this pantry is much bigger too. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted, but the value is unreal, like I've been talking about. Okay, so the price point of this house, and then I'm gonna share with you the tax rate and the HOA. Price point of this house, again, under $300,000, $268,000. You also get that fixed rate that I mentioned earlier for 30 years. You get part of your closing costs covered. So really you only have to bring your down payment, which is under $10,000, unreal. Now, when it comes to the HOA and the tax rate, let's put the drone up so you can see the amenity center. For that amenity center, and that's just one of them, that pool, that amenity center with the soccer field, the 2 lakes, there you have 2 lakes, which I'm sure I'm showing you here on the drone. 2 lakes where you can go fishing, kayaking. The HOA for that is 80 bucks a month. And then there's another amenity center coming to this community later. So you get 2 amenity centers, walking trails, 2 lakes, little soccer field, unreal. Now the tax rate in this community is a 2.71, that's total. That includes the pit or the mud. So 2.71, so make sure that you factor those into your numbers. But again, I just showed you one for $241,000. Now this one for $268,000, and stay tuned to the end because I'm gonna show you something under $200,000. Unreal. Now, Julio, all this seems great price points, but there's gotta be a catch. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call it a catch, but up next, let's talk about some of the realities of living in these homes, or some of the realities of living in these communities that a lot of people don't talk about, and I'm gonna bring to you next. Okay, so number one, as we leave this first community, is the reality of the location where you're living. So, for example, you're gonna get a feel for this community. It's like you're out in the middle of nowhere, right? Which is not the case necessarily, because right now I was at the entrance of the community. I'm gonna show you how long it's gonna take me to get to I-35, the highway, the main highway, and where all the shopping is. But yes, reality versus expectation. You saw the prices, $359,000, $268,000. $241,000, so insane. Your payments for the home at 241, your payment's gonna be $1,800 a month, guys. Insane. And so the reality is that, as you can see, I'm driving around, right? And you see a lot of greenery, a lot of farmland. So it's in the path of progress, right? That's number one thing. It's not super close to things, but it's also not super far away. And that is something that you have to get used to, and that a lot of people don't talk about. Yes, the price is great, but if you don't necessarily want to live in this environment, then this may not be the place for you. So as I make my way down to the highway, right, another thing to keep in mind, a lot of these roads, they're more of that farm to market road, farm to farm road, county roads, and so they're kind of your 1-lane road, 2-lane roads, one going one way and then the other one going the opposite way. So, you know, something to keep in mind as well, right? You won't necessarily have a median in the middle, right, to keep you separate from the other side. So safety is a little bit high, or lack of safety, you could say, is a little bit higher. So you have to be more aware. As you're driving by, you see homes on land. You get a combination of homes that are manufactured homes and things like that. And then you get a gas station as we're passing right now. We're almost there. but as we're passing, you know, you have your first gas station here, so signs of life, let's say. So, but so far, only 3 minutes have gone by and I'm almost there. Now, the positive to that, if you like to be a little bit more away from the city, away from the traffic, things like that, you know, this could be a great location. And it's, you know, at times nice view because you get a lot more open views and not a bunch of concrete and a bunch of homes around you. So the drive is kind of nice, right? And from that aspect, but it does have some downsides to it that have been expressed by other families and clients as well. So it's been 5 minutes since we left that community, and now we're more into, so I don't know if you can see, but right here to my left, your right, or there's a median now, right? There's 2 lanes on either side, so the road has expanded. So, and then I can already see a hospital, the Scott and White Hospital, and then on the other side of the highway, we're almost to I-35. On the other side of the highway, you'll have H-E-B, you have Chick-fil-A, you have a Cabela's, you have anything that you need, you name it, you'll have it. So basically, you are about 10 minutes from those things. So again, it's not a whole lot of time, but some people don't necessarily like that, right? And that is the number one thing that people don't talk about. Yes, the pricing is great, amazing price, but you're not necessarily close to everything. Again, 10 minutes to me is nothing because we live in Texas and you have to get on your car to go everywhere. But for some people are like, no, that's too far. But it's literally less than 10 minutes from the highway because it's the clock right now, it's at 6 minutes. Here's a hospital, a bigger community here. Again, you have the grocery store just across the highway, Chick-fil-A, car wash, things like that. But number one thing, it may not be in the most desirable location. Okay, on to number 2. Other knee. On to point number 2 is that you may have to compromise onto some of the finishes, right? Like I was showing you in the previous home, you're gonna be looking at, for example, countertop material. You're gonna be looking at Formica, which is essentially a compressed wood. They put it together, they just press it really hard, and then they make the countertop out of that. And again, going back to the 80s, that material was super, super durable. Nowadays, I'm not really sure. But you're gonna have to be compromising some of the materials, some of the higher end stuff, right? Same with the flooring. You're not necessarily gonna get like a tile type product or a luxury vinyl plank like that first home that I was showing you, but you're still gonna get a durable material that may last you, 10, 15 years before you have to change or before you have to adjust. But that is definitely something to keep in mind, is that you have to compromise in some area in order to get into this price point. And just like on the previous point, location is probably one of the most important points to talk about when it comes to these homes that a lot of people don't talk about. So number 2 will be the material finish, or some of those higher end finishes, so to speak. Along with point number 2, you have this. More than likely, you're gonna have a 1-car garage. Now, in the previous community, I was showing you 2-car garage, but on this community in particular, where we're in an even lower price point, you're gonna have a 1-car garage. So that's where you're gonna have to compromise. But again, this home that I'm about to show you has 4 bedrooms, but it has 1-car garage. But let's be honest, guys, how many of us we actually use the garage to park our cars? Now, I do, right? I live in a 2-car garage, but most of the people that you see out there, they park their car outside in the driveway. So again, that is some compromise. For some of you, you're like, no, I cannot do a 1-car garage. But for some of you, hey, I don't even park my car inside. This will be perfect to store things, or maybe to put a gym in here, things like that. But that is something to keep in mind with these lower price ones, that you may even have a 1-car garage or no garage at all. Now, when it comes to the amenities in the whole Buda and Kyle area, keep in mind, yes, it's small right now, but it is exploding with growth. To give you an example, I believe right now they're going through an approval process in the city of Kyle to bring a convention center and a hotel to the area. Kyle doesn't have that. You also have Buda, which you have a very quaint and historic downtown area where you have some shops and restaurants and things to do. From the Kyle and Buda area, you have easy access to downtown Austin. Well, semi-easy access because you have to deal with the traffic. but you could be anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes, maybe more depending on the area that you're looking for. And then overall, you have all the shopping that you need here now with a Costco and a Sprouts coming. You have all the shopping truly that you need. If you want to take advantage of some of the rivers here, because we have really great rivers here on the hill country, you just go south to San Marcos or New Braunfels and you can get into the Guadalupe River or the Comal River, and you can float the river, drink some beer, have a good time with your friends or your family. Maybe not the drinking. But yeah, tons of amenities around, not as much as Austin or maybe not as much as other suburbs, but they're coming, which adds on to why these prices are so affordable. It just keeps getting better. You will not believe the price of this next home. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath. The price, stay tuned till the end of this tour. But look at this beauty right behind me. 2-story, let's go. All right, on our third stop today. Again, this is not wood. This is a hardy plank siding. So it's a concrete fiber. It is not wood. Because I will get that question and I have to put it on every second of this video. All right, as we make our way in, look at that. The product improved. So now you're back to stone, but again, the price, you will not believe the price. 2 stories, 4 bedroom, 3 full bath. Look at this backyard, guys. Let me turn around. Man, look at this kitchen. Look at that, super nice. Before we get to the master, let's check out the pantry. All right, making our way into the master. Wow, even the ceilings are taller. Now, if you're wondering the square footage, this is almost 1,900 square feet. And again, the price, unreal. So you notice the difference, 1 sink, but you still get your walk-in shower. Nice, spacious linen shelving here, linen closet with no door. And look at this, man, they really know my buyers, you guys out there that find me here on YouTube, you know about the wifey closet and if it passes the wifey test. And look at this. There's like 2, so there's this space right here, then you have this space right here, and then you have the closet right here. So again, 3 out of 3 so far. This definitely passes the wifey test. Wow, so that space, it could be Costco. You can send your husband in there when he gets in trouble. Yeah. Or you can, you know, I've seen these being converted into like a pet space, like for your dog or your cat. Wow, yeah. Again, unreal prices, unreal value and space. So I have to repeat it again. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, almost 1,900 square feet. Okay, as we make, we're still downstairs and then we have another full bath down here. Really nice. And then again, they always include this little linen shelving. And look at this. This is a good indication that your washer and dryer are included. And then we have a full bedroom here, nice and spacious. And a pretty nice sized closet. So again, under $300,000. I'll share with you the price here in a second. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. Yeah, okay, let's go upstairs. I'm kind of speechless right now. All right, we have made it upstairs. And let's see, we have 2 other bedrooms. Wow. Man, again, space for the price. Lots of windows. I was not expecting that either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this one's outside of the room, but still. Then we have a full bathroom here. On the upstairs. Pretty similar bathroom. And then I believe here to your right, we have another linen closet. Wow. Storage, bathrooms, bedrooms. And another closet. So, yeah. So this third home, I know that I'm showing you that home under $200,000 here at the end, but this one, again, under $300,000, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath. The product actually from the last two that I showed you, from the last one that I showed you, the product actually improved. Now the location did change, of course, but price of this home, okay, let's give you the price, so that, because I know that you're wondering. The price for this house, let me go outside so you can see the backyard. Price of this house, it is priced at $279,000, guys. Insane. And look at this backyard. Look at all this space. This is a huge backyard. I don't even have this backyard, this space. $279,000. Again, same promotions. You can lock in a 3.99% interest rate or a 4.75 fixed interest rate. And remember, these promotions come and go. So by the time you see this video and you reach out, that could change. But for the most part, with this builder, the only thing that you have to bring to the table is your down payment, or we can look into some down payment assistance if that's something that you need. However, the rate will not be the same. So if you can bring your own money, which here, your down payment will definitely be under $10,000. Well, this is a great opportunity. You own your own house and you stop paying rent. So $279,000. And I know you've been waiting for. Julio, show us that last home already. Under $200,000. Should we go there next? Before we go there, I apologize, guys. I forgot to show you the fact that this home in particular has a 1-car garage. So again, $279,000, but you're gonna have to compromise somewhere, which has been kind of the theme of this video. But look at this. Included is a whole sprinkler system included to water your yard and make sure that you keep maintenance of the foundation. That's important here in Texas, and we can talk about that later, why having a sprinkler system like this one is super important to have in Texas, especially for the foundation. But that is something that we can talk about, especially when you reach out to the number, the email, or schedule a Zoom, and we help you through this entire process. Another thing that you have included is a garage door opener. You'd be surprised, some builders out there, some of the, in this lower price point, right? This starting price, the starter home, which is essentially what I'm showing you, they don't even include that. They definitely don't have this. They definitely do not have a tankless water heater. I don't have one personally, so I can't tell you the performance of it. And then some of them don't even have the sprinkler system included. And some of them, again, last thing, some of them sometimes don't even include grass in your backyard. So now, I'll ask you again, should we go to that final home that I wanted to show you under $200,000? I think we should go. Let's go. And finally, we have made it to this home under $200,000. Unreal price. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. But you've been waiting this long. Let's go in and see it. All right, we have made it. Now this is 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, almost 1,100 square feet. So it's 1,092 if I'm not mistaken. So you have, again, look at these finishes. You actually have a stone countertop, right? It's not Formica. You know, one sink, you have your dishwasher, your stove, microwave. We can definitely get the fridge for you. And this would be your living room / dining. Perfect space for a single person or maybe somebody trying to really downsize. Pantry space. And then another kind of breakfast area space. And let's check out the bedrooms. Back to back right here. So let's see, door number 1, we have the secondary bathroom, full bathroom. And then across the way, we have 1 bedroom. I would say these are probably 9 by 10s maybe, if I had to guess. And then this is obviously a quick tour, guys, but because it's a smaller home, but amazing price. You will not believe it. I know I keep saying that, but laundry room, washer and dryer. This would be the master. All right, a little bit more space, not a whole lot. All right, and then we have another full bathroom. Nice. Let's check out the closet. The last test of the day. I mean, again, I think for the price, that closet still passes the wifey test. So what is the price? We want to know. Hey, I've been good today. I've been giving you the price after each home. So the price of this home is priced right at $199,000. Crazy, I know. So what is the obvious? What's the catch, so to speak? Okay, no real catch. One, it may be smaller than what you're used to. So we're talking about 1,094 square feet. So almost 1,100 square feet. So a smaller home, right? What you're used to me showing you. Second thing, you don't have a car garage whatsoever. So if you don't have a lot of stuff, hey, this is perfect. But keep that in mind. You only have a driveway, space for, I would say 2 cars, maybe 4, if you're back to back. Now, one thing that it does have, let me show you, is a nice sized backyard. So if that is important to you, for me, you know, the backyards are pretty important, at least some space. So you come through the garage here and look at this. Look at this side yard. So you get less homes, so to speak, but you get way more backyard. Look at this. This is huge. This is bigger than my backyard as well. Bigger than a lot of your backyards out there. Or if you're watching, if you're renting and you don't even have a backyard, look at this. Look at all that you can get. And your payment, guys, your payment, let me do some math and I'm gonna share with you here at the end the payments for every single home that I've shown you today. Jam-packed episode, huh? I told you, I have some more information for you guys, so don't go yet. Number 1, the tax rate and the HOA for this last community that I show you, where I show you 2 floor plans, that 4 bedroom, 3 full bath. So the tax rate, very important for this community, is 1.87%. And that does not include the PID. The PID is $236 a month, but that PID amount will vary depending on the size of your house and the size of your lot. So keep that in mind. So that could go up and down, right? And then the HOA is $50 a month, and that includes a splash pad and a playground. And again, we're located in Kyle, Texas. I don't think I mentioned that, the second community. And from here to downtown Austin, honestly, we're about, I would say more like 40 to 45 minutes. And then with traffic, it's probably more. And then, you know, like on that first community, I showed you that it takes less than 10 minutes to get to I-35 and all the shopping. Here, it's gonna be longer. You're probably gonna be looking at more like 20 minutes or 25 minutes to get to any shopping. So keep that in mind. But that is one of the points that I brought to you earlier about the reality of some of these prices. Yeah, great prices, but it may not check all the boxes, right? Okay, let's get to the monthly payments. Like I told you at the beginning that I was gonna share with you, the monthly payments for each one. So that first home, 4 bedrooms plus a game room, 3 full bath. If you put the minimum down, so let me back up. If you're putting the minimum down payment, so estimate all the prices that I've given you, estimate 3.5% down payment. So for that first one, it was $359,000, so we'll put the price here. $359,000, the minimum down payment for that, right, would be that math. I'm not gonna do that math. And then your total monthly payment will be $2637 per month for that house. 4 bedrooms plus a game room, 3 bath. That was the first one. The second home, the price of that second home was $241,000, unreal. Almost 1,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Your monthly payment all in will be $1,800 a month. So again, the price, $241,000, we'll put it here on the screen. And then your monthly payment will be $1,843. The third home, the price that I told you was $268,000. Actually, that's incorrect. Let's put the price right here. It is $266,000. Again, unreal. And your payment will be $2,041. And that is a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, almost 1,600 square feet. Unreal. Now let's fast forward to the fourth home that I showed you, which honestly, this is my favorite. So almost essentially 1,900 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 stories, 1 car garage. Your all-in payment is gonna be $2,000 a month, guys. $2,000 a month. Again, that includes the HOA, that includes the taxes, everything. Unreal. And then this final home, are you ready for this? For this final home, your payment is gonna be, so this is $199,000. Your payment is gonna be $1,654. Unreal. So, moral of the story is I just show you by far the most, look, it even made me sweat, by far the most affordable homes around the Austin area on average. You know, we're talking about the Buda and the Kyle, Texas area, which I'm a huge fan because of the value that you get. You can even get homes in a higher price one, let's say it in the 500, 600, 700, and you're gonna get a ton of house for your money. On average, commute time, guys, we're talking about anywhere from 30 minutes to as much as maybe 50 minutes, depending on the traffic. And again, let's just review the points. What you're giving up for these price points, it's convenience, commute time, size of the house, finishes on the house, and you know, like we were talking about, the space overall. So if you have any questions about this, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Make sure to go watch that last episode. I'll put it right here, that last episode that I posted last week with those 1 acre lot homes. And then if not, make sure to watch this other episode about some of the top suburbs around the entire Austin area. You know where to reach me. Send me a text, best way. Schedule a Zoom or send me an email. If you're gonna call me, please leave a message or send me a follow-up text. Until next time, adios.